morning, family. Oh gosh, it's been a while. Been writing exams. I'm so chubby. Been eating so much. Yeah, it's been a bit hectic, and I haven't posted a video in a while, and I just wanted to post a video about basically just things that have been going on and my discovery and revelations from God recently. And the thing that I wanted to speak about today is there's a video that I once listened to by Tiffany Buckner called What to Expect When You're Expecting a Blessing. And it actually, now that I'm just so one with God, and it only literally just recently hit me why we go through things, you know, like why just why things are just so hard, you know, and the trials and the tests and the tribulations and the chastenings and all of that. And I realized that, you know what, this is the life of faith, because a lot of the things that we can do in our own power, they are not of faith. I'm gonna make an example from Tiffany's sound clip, where she said that when you pray for something and it is under God's will, so God has placed it in your heart that you want to buy a house, but you know how much you earn, you know what your salary is, you know how much savings you have, you know your credit score, you know that you're most likely to get a house that is this much, you know, and then you go out and you look at houses this much, and those houses don't appeal to you, and the house that you want is a house that is 2 million rands. And this is the thing though, this is where, like, faith is such a beautiful thing. The fact that everything that we want and we pray for and is under God's will, all those things are already ours. They're accessible, they're there. God has already given it to us. And God is not a God of mediocrity. He's not going to give you a house of 500,000 because when you look at your salary, let's say you earn 10,000 or 15,000 rands, you look at your salary and you think, oh my gosh, I can't afford this. But when you are a child of the Most High, Yon, you can afford anything, absolutely anything. By faith, you have it. It's yours. It's yours. And I just, that road from the prayer to when you get that thing in the physical, because in the spiritual it's already yours. It's about pulling it towards you, you know, or going, you know, just pulling that blessing towards you in the physical. That is the journey of faith. And the journey of faith, the minute you start to believe in things, the minute that you start to believe that this is happening, the minute you start to spy out your blessing, now you're looking and you're viewing houses. You're calling estate agents. You're viewing houses in the 2 million. You're not viewing houses in the 500,000 and the 800,000. The minute you start to do things like that, and you believe that this blessing is coming, this blessing is here, that seed is planted. You're not pregnant with that house. You're pregnant with that house. It is going to be delivered. It is coming, you know. And the things that will come are the tests and the things that the devil will throw at you. The devil is going to try to make you abort that seed, abort that pregnancy. He's going to try to make you get rid of it by just telling you, putting things in front of you, you know, that you can't afford this. Estate agents may not even want to meet with you. The devil is trying to tell you that you can't afford this. Give up on this dream, you know, give up on this blessing. And you just need to push forward, man. This is the pushing forward. This is when the attacks come. God will give it to you. God will give it to you. But the tribulations, the trials where God is trying you out, where God is putting you in a position where you're mentally ready for this house, where you're mentally ready for your husband, when you're mentally ready for children, when you're mentally ready for that promotion, that job that you want, that thing, that prayer that you're praying for, that thing that you are getting by faith. There's a lot of things that people buy or people get or people acquire that don't require faith because they believe they have the power to get it and it's easy for them. But there's some things where it's like you're pulling it in by faith. You don't even see a way that this thing can happen from your own strength at all. But this is the thing, when you're expecting a blessing, it literally is like pregnancies. you will go through the ups and downs. And the delivery, that most painful part, is that darkness before the breakthrough, the darkness before the dawn. That is exactly what it is. It means that blessing is right here. When it gets the most difficult, when you've had so much faith and you've believed in everything and you've gone through all the tests and the trials, and the devil couldn't get you to give up your dream, the devil couldn't get you to forget about it. You kept on and you pushed on and you held on, and then right at the end it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I thought you were right here. I thought this was happening. It is still happening. Believe me, it is happening. The enemy is just trying to get you out of there. But you need to stay in there. That's the thing. Because when things get hard and you're pregnant, you can't rip the baby out of you. That blessing is already planted in you. You need to hold on so that you can have that baby. So you can have that blessing. That's exactly what it means when you go through the trials and the tests and the tribulations. And all of this, trials and tests and tribulations, all of that is to show you who God is. It's to show you God's glory. It's got nothing to do with you. Your blessing has got nothing to do with you. Every single thing is about showing who God is. It's about bringing forth a testimony of his work, a testimony of who he is. That is God. That is everything that is God. Everything. And it should make you excited because it says so in James 1. It says so. Consider it pure joy. Joy! When you go through trials and tribulations, because you know that perseverance is having its full work in you. That's exactly what is happening. You must know that that thing is here, it's coming, and it's going to show the glory of God. It's going to show people that this is who God is. People must bow down to this. People must bow down to God. They must bow down to God. They must accept God for who he is, because the blessings that will come into your life are so great. They are massive. Massive. He's promised us so many things in the Bible. He's promised us so many things. Receive it by faith, but go through it. Go through. Because people are like, this is so hard, so hard. It will never be easy. It will never be easy. It will never, ever be easy. There are some blessings that God answers like that. Then there are some blessings where it's really by faith. It is seriously by faith. I'm going to post a video, my 5th video, since this is my 4th one. I'm going to post it about sowing and reaping. And it's so important that people know the principles of that and how that works. And because God has done such amazing miracles in my life recently with regards to sowing and reaping a harvest. And I'm so excited to share with you about that. And I thank you for listening, and I really hope that you will hold on to that seed.